Garrett Blevins here with last day of week 6. This is kind of my pause day. I do pause squats, pause benches, and also pause conventional deadlifts. So you'll see the numbers there. These are my overall numbers for the week. About 26K squats, 41K bench, and almost 24K deadlift. So pretty good volume for the week, up a little bit from last week. Squats are feeling pretty good. This is pause squats with 505, and I was pretty happy with how these went. Weight was moving okay. These 4 sets of 5, on pause squats are just pretty taxing. Didn't pause too long in the hole. However, just tried to keep the bar moving as fast as I could. I would say most of these were probably RPE 9, maybe 9.5 on some of the later sets. Sets of 5 are just pretty taxing, especially with this amount of weight. This is over 10,000 pounds of barbell working sets. 4 squats alone with a fairly high weight, and so just kind of taxed me out. Ended up sweating a lot this workout, more so than usual. There was a basketball tournament going on outside this gym, and so I had to lift quietly. That played more into the deadlifts, but it was hot because we kept all the doors closed, didn't have the fans on. It's definitely a little warmer in the gym than usual. Pretty well on this day. You'll see here my first set was with 375. I then worked up to 2 sets of 395 and 1 set of 405. Now these were supposed to be competition style bench presses, but I was feeling a little beat up and decided to just do touch and go on most of them. One of the things that I've liked to do recently is do touch and go and then pause the last rep if I feel good, and so that's something that I've been doing on a few of my sets. But touch and go is a little easier. I don't really sink it into my body or bounce it off my chest. It still is very similar to my contest bench. And like on that set, I'll pause the last rep to make sure that I can still pause those weights without any problem. I do feel that I've been working on my arch a little bit better. Not doing anything specific other than trying to arch a little bit harder and then bring my stomach up to the weight. That with 405 was a pretty good set. I'm happy about that. Hope to get up to 415, maybe even 420 or 425 for a set of 5 by the end of this. Actually, it'll have to be in the next 2 weeks because this training block is going to end soon. You'll see that not only am I doing pause deadlifts, but I'm having to set the pause deadlift down lightly so as not to make noise. So if you ever want a brutal exercise, try this. Not only doing a pause deadlift, but also trying to set it down softly. Not that much fun. But I did make it through and was pretty happy to get 425 on there for my working sets. That was more than I had done last week, and feeling pretty good about that, especially with all the lower back issues, sciatica, glute, all sorts of other weird things that have been going on with my posterior chain as I've been working this conventional. I'm happy to see that I'm able to make some improvements still. Additionally, good news, my doubles on my next few weeks for deadlift are going to be with sumo. So we're making the switch to get ready for competition, so I'll be moving back to sumo. Really interested to see what I can do, but I'm not expecting to do great the first few weeks. I'm expecting there'll be a little lag from all the work that I've been doing to tax my posterior chain, but we'll see. Moved my grip in a little bit, and 365 for 2 sets of 7 for close grip bench press. Again, bench feeling really good this training cycle. I'm excited. Really looking forward to competition in May to see what I can do. So, in any case, training has been going pretty well. Feeling less beat up this week. This volume transition has a little bit lower overall volume. Had about 124,000 pounds of barbell working sets this week, including the rowing that I did. So, pretty happy with how I'm feeling and looking forward to the end of this training block and moving into the intensity block. Remember that if you keep putting in work, results will follow. Don't grow weary even when you're not seeing the results that you want. As long as your programming is solid, as long as you are doing all the basics, eating, working on your recovery, foam rolling, stretching, mobility, whatever you need to do to make sure your lifting is optimal. If you are doing that, then the gains are going to be on their way. Just stay at it. Hope wherever you're at, you're doing well. Blessings.